So I've been saving this change for years. I've been saving it so long, I'll be honest, I can't even remember how many years. Probably 10 years. And I went through a time period where I didn't really spend a lot of cash, but for several years there, that's all I would spend was cash. And anytime I had change, I would just leave it in my pocket. When I got home at the end of the day, I would just put it in a jug, like an old protein can or coffee can or box or whatnot. I had several different things, and over the time it just built up and built up and built up. And finally, I had a 5-gallon bucket full to the top of change. So I've had that bucket for years, slowly adding to it. I don't spend cash like I used to. You know, everybody uses debit cards and credit cards and Apple Pay and whatnot these days. So, but I finally decided I need to go ahead and cash this change in, because it's getting harder and harder to bring bulk change to a bank or somewhere and get it converted into cash or whatnot. So I've been shooting the same bow for a long time now, and I've kind of been wanting a new bow, but nothing really has came out on the market that just really sparked my attention, you know, over the last couple of years. And there's nothing wrong with my bow. I like it, but I'm getting a little older, and a 70-pound hard cam bow is getting a little rough on me, especially in the cold weather. So I'm counting all this change up. I'm gonna see what I got. I think I'm gonna have enough to buy a bow. So I don't know how much is here. Like I said, it was a 5-gallon bucket full to the top. I got to roll all of it, unfortunately, because that's the only way my bank said they would take it. I'm excited to know how much I got here. Well, I'm about 3 hours in. That's what I got so far. Alright guys, it's been a few weeks since I rolled all that change. I've been jumping around shooting some bows at various bow shops, trying to find out what I want. I'm not a name brand loyal bow guy. Some guys are like Mathews loyal, you know, Hoyt loyal or whatever. I'm not that guy. When I go bow shopping, I usually keep a bow for several years. I'm not the guy that goes and buys a new bow every year, every couple of years. So I just want to find the bow that I'm comfortable with, that I'm confident in, that I like shooting, and that meets all the specs that I want, which is I want a small profile bow, I want a lightweight bow, and I'm going from 70 to 65 pounds on my draw weight, and something with a little bit less aggressive cams than the Bowtech Insanity CPX that I've been shooting for the last few years. So anyway, to make a long story short, I'm headed to Waldo's in Columbia, Mississippi. Their Bowtech there is a guy I've been using for quite some time now. He's worked with me on some bows, tuned some bows, and changed my strings, and over the years, the last few bows I've had, and he has spent quite some time with me, helping me decide on a bow, and getting the specs that I wanted, doing the math on some arrows, and getting me the kinetic energy and the speed and the weight that I was aiming to get. Steven is his name. Steven's probably spent 3 or 4 hours with me just getting to where I need to be. So I've got a bow with him. He's been setting it up for the last day or two. I'm headed there now. We're going to get this thing going, and I'm going to be bringing a new bow home shortly.
Integrated, or you want a standard?
I think just a standard.
Standard?
Probably gonna have to clamp a GoPro to it sometimes.
Let me get this paper clean. I was tuning over here this morning. Oh, yeah, right there would be good. And we can see what we need to do.
Oh man, that's butter. That's 65 pounds. Made a lot of difference.
Yeah. A slight tear, nothing much. I'm gonna get one top hat, and because I like the center shot where it's at.
Yeah.
Let me go check it, and I'm probably gonna move a top hat on it.
All right.
First shot had a little bit of a right tear. See what we get now. And just a little higher. Keep the bow there for the shot. Now I got a hair left there, which I want to move the rest of the hair because I want to bring it to that 13/16. It's a hair out. See, I was at that point of getting outside of spec that I didn't want to be at.
Yeah.
So I changed the top hat. Now I'm gonna pull this in back to 13/16, and that should feel much good. Because it's just a slight left there now. All right, shot number 3 here. A while ago, I had it shooting bullet holes, but like I said, I need to adjust it to your grip. A lot of people don't understand that. Shot the same hole. Yeah, shot the same hole there. Just remember to keep the bow there after the shot. Just squeeze it off slow. Yeah, you fine right there. I think we got money.
Yeah, that's money to me. That's good.
Money. About 4 shots. We got it when you needed it.
That's awesome.
291 feet a second. 430 grain arrow. 145 grains up front. Should be good. 28.5 inch draw. 65 pounds.
You mean just hold it?
Yeah. Just draw it back and anchor where you want to be. Perfect anchor. All right. See my spring?
Yep.
What you need to do? Up or down?
It needs to go down.
Now we'll know about what to do, you know?
Yeah.
Because if I'd have put it here and pulled it, it would have twisted the string up. But now, see, because watch this. If I pull down, see how it moves?
Yeah.
So I'm trying to find out about where you wanted it at so I don't twist the string off.
Right, right.
Now we can go move it up and down, then I'll tie it. Now this time, when you draw back, we're going to center this up. I'll move it up and down the center around your houses.
Okay.
Yep. How's the daylight around it?
It's good.
Good. Okay. I'll tie her in. Okay. Yes, sir. I'll get her all tied in.
I chose the Mathews Lift 29.5 due to the combination of a smaller profile, lightweight, speed, and reputation as a high-end, reliable boat. There were a few other brands that made the choice very hard, but at the end of the day, the Mathews Lift checked all the boxes. Also, one of the main things that sold me on the bow was the draw cycle. I like an easy pull into the hump and a stiff hump into the valley. For myself, a harder draw into an easier hump seems harder on my shoulders. Everyone is different with a different preference. For me, the draw cycle at 65 pounds felt good. The bow drew good, felt good at draw, and fit the smaller, lighter profile I was looking for. Mr. Stephen Chapman here at Waldo Sports Center was a tremendous help. He knew what I was looking for and spent the time with me that I needed to get the build that I was looking for. He has a long history of being one of the better bow techs in South Mississippi and South Louisiana. If you're in South Mississippi and looking for anything hunting, including archery, firearms, top-end hunting apparel, or gear, give them a look. Well, there she is, guys. I just got home and I'm fixing to start setting this thing up. I think I can get out to about 80 yards with this this Garmin X0 sight. I'm assuming that. I may can get farther than 80, I don't know. I think I can get 70 or 80 at least though, which is plenty far enough for me. But it's pretty much where I want it. I may add a sidebar to get a little counterweight on this left side. I don't have an integrated sight. This is just a side mount sight. So, and this side is a little heavy, so it does. I notice it's a little bit, got a little bit of lean to the right. And I'm probably going to either modify this grip or buy another grip, because I like a more of a flat back grip. I just feel a little bit torquey. This grip feels a little bit torquey to me. Has a little bit of shake at full draw, and I don't like it, especially at a long distance. So I don't know if I'm going to try to flatten the back of this a little bit, or just maybe buy a one of Crispy's grips or something. I got to kind of do my research and see what they offer for an interchangeable grip for this bow. I do have a dozen bear shafts ordered of these ultra arrows. I'm going to wrap them and do some white fletchings. I really like the white wraps on a hunting arrow, just so I can see blood better. And I'm going to be shooting some nocturnal knops on my arrows, on my hunting arrows. And I do have the what's it called, the Silent Connect system, but that I hadn't installed. And I may put this bar as a back bar and get a shorter stabilizer bar, because I got a lot of forward weight with this sight right here. So I got to work on it a little bit, tweak it a little bit. Feels good, like I said, a little bit torquey, but that's from that grip. So I just got to deal with that, and I'm gonna get this thing ready to go. It's nice to have a new bow. I've been shooting that Bowtech Insanity for a long time, and I like this bow. I just like it. It's lighter, and like I said, it's a 29.5 inch axle to axle, so it's a little bit shorter than my Insanity. I think I'm gonna like it. The way this long riser is, it feels good to me. I hadn't shot it a lot at long distances yet. I just got to get it set up and see, but it feels really good. So thanks for watching, guys. I'm gonna get this thing set up, and you'll see some more of it. Maybe we can slay some critters with it this hunting season. Thanks.